Hello, loves. Let's talk about the hijab. I figured this is a great way to talk about it since I'm painting an Islamic calligraphy piece. It is an Islamic duty for a woman to wear hijab. It is actually written in the Quran. Some families start their daughters off at the age of 9 just so they kind of get accustomed to it and used to it. Some families wait until the girls hit puberty. The important thing is that they do not force their child to do so. Most kids will do it because they see their aunts or their mom has it on, so they follow in their footsteps. There might be many different hijab styles you'll see. There might be many girls that you see who don't wear one, many women who kind of take one off, many older women who don't wear one. Now, does that mean that the woman who does not wear a hijab is less of a Muslim than the woman who does? Definitely not, because there are some women who don't wear hijab and yet are a lot more modest than those who do. At the end of the day, only God can judge you. The hijab does have some struggles, but with time comes ease. Hijab isn't only for headdress. Technically, only your face, hands, and feet are supposed to show. Part 2, I'll explain why we wear it and who can see us. Part 2, okay, why do we wear hijab? Of course, because it's written, like I said in part 1, and also for modesty. Our clothes have to be modest, and let's face it, hair is an accessory and it really is beautiful. Women in Islam have to remain modest so that society can look at what's on the inside and not what's on the outside. So we can be appreciated for our brains and not just for our beauty. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of gorgeous hijabis out there, but imagine if they're that gorgeous with a hijab on, imagine what they would look like with it off. So who can see us? Basically, anybody that we can't technically marry can see us. Obviously, my father, my husband, the man has had children with me, so it's okay if he can see my hair. My uncles, my grandfather, and that also includes like my great-grandfather, my great-uncles, and things like that. Any boys who have not hit puberty yet, and women of all ages, of course. So when women come to pick up cakes, of course I don't have my hijab on. I have slammed the door on accident on a couple of men though because I didn't know they were men. And that's it. Hello, loves. Thank you so much for all your questions and comments as well as your respect on my last couple of videos on hijab. Now, this was a question that I got a lot in the comments if men have a form of hijab, and they actually do. They actually have a dress code that they have to abide by. For example, when they wear shorts, it has to be longer than their knees. And even when they go to the beach, they are not allowed to go topless. But you'll see a lot of Muslim men who still do so. Their most important job, though, is if they see a woman, regardless if she's fully dressed or if she's barely dressed, their job is to lower their gaze. The first look is always halal or permissible because, of course, we all look, but after that, they cannot continue to gawk or stare. They have to lower their gaze or look away. Culturally, though, a lot of men don't follow these rules. Religious-wise, though, they have to. It is a must. A lot of men brush it off and put more focus of modesty on the woman, and unfortunately, that's not how it's supposed to be. They need to take part and help as well.